Using cutting-edge equipment like sewer cameras and casings, Rick Lagina and his crew are plunging into Oak Island's garden shaft in an attempt to locate an old tunnel that may be concealed underneath. They find charcoal and red pottery that allude to ancient tales of the island's past, but they are at a loss and resolve to step up their efforts. Lear and Larry think they might locate a metal-filled tunnel leading to a secret vault after finding a mixture of clay and wooden fragments. Deep within the shaft, Gary Drayton, a specialist with a metal detector, detects signs of copper, silver, and gold. The team keeps looking and finds more than 1,000 lead tokens and a few antique coins from the same period as the lid cross they discovered before. But no treasure is discovered, and the mystery is still unexplained. The group chooses to go farther into the garden hole in the hopes of discovering a secret tunnel beneath. They also investigate other areas of the island, like Lot 26's historic well, which they estimate was constructed in the 11th century. After overcoming challenges in the garden shaft with a larger drill bit, the crew turns their attention to Lot 5, hoping to strike it rich with gold and silver. They think that someone concealed something important there a long time ago, but it feels more like a fairy tale than real life. There is still a slim chance that they might hit gold this time, even if some people doubt they will discover anything significant. Marty Lagena and Rick, two brothers, have an obsession with Oak Island's fabled treasure. They first became interested in treasure after finding a peculiar rock in their hometown. They persuaded Marty and his pals to dig around it because they thought it might hold something precious, and the excitement of the pursuit has developed into a fierce treasure hunt. Despite obstacles, the archaeologist reconstructed the road to preserve the logs and carry out more research on them. Carbon dating on the wood verified that these logs were cut long before anyone formally began searching or settling on the island. The results of the wood's analysis show that the island's human history extends well beyond what was once thought. The intriguing history of Oak Island and its undiscovered gems are still being revealed by the Lagena brothers' journey. On Oak Island, off the southeast coast of Nova Scotia, an old road was found. Canada has sparked several explorations and discoveries. Originally a trail made of rocks and dirt, the road was subsequently discovered to be a makeshift one that was frequently spotted in rural areas. The finding of coconut fiber inside the road's framework points to a more intricate construction than initially believed, indicating that humans were occupying the area considerably earlier than previously believed. While clearing ground on the southeast end of the island in June 1996, Marty and Rick Lagena and their exploration crew came across the road. The findings sparked conversations about confirming the existence of a stone road and figuring out its scope and function. After geophysicist Mike Hunt discovered a packed and rolled stone surface over 3 feet below the land's current surface, a quick investigation was conducted. And further finding was a layer of uniform clay that contained a variety of objects, indicating that this location might have historical significance. The team made the decision to trench across the road's line in order to further study the land to the north, and they were successful. In a small region with a rather high density of artifacts, they discovered a stone rubble around 1.66 feet below the present ground surface, indicating that the road may lead to or be connected to another structure or road line. This road's continuous investigation is more than merely an archaeological activity. It offers an opportunity to engage with the island's past and comprehend its more intricate and rich past. An amazing feat of engineering, the stone road is a complicated road composed of roughly 6,000 stones that was constructed flat and broad to accommodate traffic. It was probably a significant road that connected significant locations like South Shore Cove and the Money Pit. The Liga brothers and others think the road was constructed to facilitate travel throughout the island. Discussions concerning the road's origins have arisen. Some contend it was constructed similarly to ancient Greek sacred roads, while others think it was constructed to avoid wetlands or serve as a bridge connecting areas divided by water. According to some theories, the builders were seeking to settle and adjust to a new environment, even if they weren't native to the island. In addition to being an ancient route, the stone road is an important part of the island's past and remains essential to comprehending what transpired there. The Stone Road effort has established a high bar for subsequent investigations into New World history prior to the 19th century, serving as a template for upcoming archaeologists. An important archaeological find known as the Stone Road has created new avenues for researching Polynesian heritage. The road, which is more than 820 feet long and roughly 3 feet broad, was constructed in segments with several stone layers. At the W's edge, where wave action has revealed portions of the underlying sand cliffs and the road structure, the road is at its widest point. The finding also demonstrates the constructors' superior planning and execution, demonstrating a deep comprehension of local environmental factors and engineering. Motivated by their enthusiasm and increasing interest in the whereabouts of the riches, the crew is eagerly carrying on with their treasure hunt. According to one well-known theory, the treasure might have something to do with the Temple Knights, who were notorious for gathering and concealing priceless goods. Many of the Knights of the Temple fled to Scotland, especially New Ross, after the French King Philip detained them in 1307. A Templar companion and political prisoner from the 14th century, Sir Henry Sinclair, escaped to Nova Scotia, where his journey to the New World and stone carvings support the idea of a Templar mission.
Two treasure-hunting Lagena brothers, these words have an especially ominous ring to them. In a recent episode, the action in the Money Pit area came to a similar sudden halt when someone found what could be a bone fragment. The more the Lagena brothers and their team excavate, the closer they reach the legendary treasure. It's been almost a decade since they worked on unearthing the truth, but unfortunately they never reached such a great height until now. This season left them, and their fans shocked when they brought such discoveries to the audience's platter. However, things will take to the next level in The Curse of Oak Island Season 10, Episode 25, when the new discoveries connect all the pieces together. So, are they close to locating the treasure? Well, fans are curious to learn this, and the hits keep coming. The next episode will solve another enigma. On Lot 5, Laird Niven resumes his excavation work. The crew will search for the secret buried beneath the triangle-shaped marsh as they move on. The team will continue digging, but they will soon get startling information that links Lot 5 to the triangle-shaped marsh. When the crew keeps digging in Money Pit, they'll also discover a remarkable discovery. They are now more prepared than ever to solve the puzzle. Marty, Craig, and Charles have been getting ready to down the 82-foot shaft for the past week. The crew didn't think there could be a tunnel underneath the shaft's terminus, since one of the sides kept sinking. They chose to independently verify it despite this theory. Charles made the decision to go first and offer his services to everybody, but he had to go through specialized training first in order to achieve this. He descended and observed the garden shaft's dropping corner. After what he had seen, the group decided to dig at the bottom to see if there were any potential tunnels nearby. Marty, though, placed a hold on it. He intended to perform a self-check but needed more time to complete his dedicated training. Meanwhile, Alex, Rick, and Peter traveled to Italy to consult Umberto Musa, a specialist in coins and artifacts from antiquity. He examined the coins and found Oak Island had some ties to the Roman Empire as well. This happened as a result of one of the coins being a Roman coin. Byzantine gold coins were weighed against another coin to determine whether or not they were genuine. Laird Niven's continuing drilling on Lot 5 resulted in their most recent finding. In the meantime, Rick kept searching for answers in the area known as Nolan's Cross, but for the time being, the group keeps looking into the enigmatic circular depression in the marsh. They discover ceramic shards and charcoal fragments that they surmise may be remnants of a cooking pot or a campfire. The lead artifact that was discovered in the swamp is examined by experts in the war room. They think it is a lead cross and that it was probably made in France. This could be proof that the French had anything to do with the Oak Island enigma. The group looked for tunnels beneath the garden shaft using a probing drill. They discovered a little quantity of wood that could be proof of a tunnel. This time, Gary Drayton uses a metal detector to check the recent spoils, while the heavy equipment operator continues his work. Two substantial iron spikes that Gary immediately finds are both dated to the 1700s. If the artifacts are actually from the 18th century, the narrator speculates that Smith's Cove flood tunnel builders rather than the Truro Company, who built Shaft 5 in 1850, are more likely to have left them behind. Later that day, Marty Lagena and Craig Tester participate via Skype at the War Room meeting of the Fellowship of the Dig. The crew is informed by Marty and Craig that they just met Jeremy Church, a geophysicist working for Eagle Canada's seismic exploration business, who appears in Season 6, Episodes 1 and 3. The data from the extensive seismic survey of the eastern half of Oak Island that Church and the rest of the Eagle Canada team completed back in Season 7